Daily Broadside, day 578. My parents, I think, have owned probably a dozen cars since I've been born. They didn't frequently get new cars every year and all that, but I would say there's probably 12 over the years between the two of them. And I would be willing to bet that in my lifetime they probably did not have sexual intercourse in a car while I was alive. Mostly because they owned a home the entire time I've known them. They could afford a vacation, a hotel, whatever. So that's what I hedge my, I make my bet. That's the wager knowledge that I have in making that presumption. But I remember they went and bought I think it was the first new car that they bought was a 1983 Honda Accord, which later turned out to be my first vehicle. And a decent little car. I've tried finding one in the last couple of years. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have one. They're nice little cars, but you can't find them. They're just, I guess they're all in junkyards. They're gone. But anyway, I just wonder I remember when we went and bought it. And I wonder if they thought to themselves, we'll never have sex in this car, but one day there'll be a lot of naked teenage women, girls, what do you want to call it, in this car, which is kind of an odd, because that's what it turned into. When you're a teenager and you have your own car, that is your home. That is your hotel room or whatever, because they won't give you a hotel room when you're 17. I tried. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about that, but I just thought it was kind of funny that I wondered if they ever assumed, like, I wonder if one day. They probably didn't. I've been seeing all these. I've been inundated with seeing all these Enrique Iglesias concert footage from his new tour and all, and he seems to be just a hype man. Because the vocals that you do hear are horrible. I mean, he's like a Spanish Vince Neil. But when he isn't singing horribly, he's just a hype man. He's out there like putting the mic out and letting the crowd sing all the "I can be your hero, baby," and the crowd's singing everything. I guess everybody came. He came to the concert to hear everybody else sing his songs and all. And while we're talking about songs, I grabbed a CD yesterday and I've been listening to it for the last 2 days. I hadn't listened to it in probably 10 years or more. But the Megadeth's So Far So Good So What, their third album, I believe, is, nothing beats Rust in Peace, but that is a phenomenal album. It really is a good thrash metal album. And it starts with Into the Lungs of Hell, and that's a great tune because Dave Mustaine's vocals aren't on it, because it's just a instrumental, which, Dave's vocals are they're a lot like Rush. You either love them or you hate them. And although I love Rush and I got used to Geddy's voice, Dave, sometimes his voice just doesn't work for me. I was watching a video of Dizzy Gillespie. He's a trumpet player with the bent, horn on his trumpet, and he's got those enormous, like his whole throat and everything, his cheeks all inflate to like insane proportions. And I take to the comments, and I learned that there's a thing called glass blower's disease. And I was like, what the hell is that? Everybody's talking about glass blower's disease. All the people that blow the pipes to expand glass and make all these ornamental glass things and all. Apparently, if you do that long enough, you like destroy the capillaries or something in your face, and your cheeks go from here to like here, like normal people can't do. And it reminded me of a guy that I worked with in college. He was probably in his, late 30s, early 40s when I knew him, when I was, 19 or 20. And he chewed tobacco constantly. I mean, he had a softball-sized wad of chewing tobacco, Levi Garrett, as I recall, in his face at all times. And I love chewing tobacco. It's great. It sucks that, it can kill you and give you cancer and all kinds of stuff, but it is a great thing. But this dude took it to like another level, because there was one time that I did not see him with this. I mean, it was somewhere between a golf ball and a baseball, what he would put in. I mean, he had to be doing like 2 packs at a time. Like he would get like 2 chews out of 1 pack, one pouch, I should say. But one day I came in and he was switching out one for the other. He was eating or something. And I saw his face, and, his cheek on one side of his face drooped down to about here, and it was just this, it's almost like he had like a palsy or something. It was crazy. What are those people that can't smile? Bell's palsy. It was almost like that. Like his facial muscles were just done, And I thought to myself the other day, I was like, you know, he had the equivalent of glass blower's disease. I guess I don't know if that's the same thing, but it's close enough, I suppose. So there's that, and that means nothing to anybody. So giddy.